Hi everyone, Eleanor here, and as you probably know, the whole world is rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and why wouldn't you? It has more layers than a cabin. Tell you what wasn't so great? The movie. So if you're starting to think, maybe I should rewatch that, don't. I'm gonna do it for you. I mean, it's only an hour and 44 minutes of my life. What is that really? Oh, the little Paramount logo is waterbending. That's cool. Oh, and then you got the fire of the Nickelodeon. Okay, you know, they tried. It baffles me that Nickelodeon actually got the rights to this show, because I'm sorry, it's too good for Nickelodeon. I remember there being like such a showdown about who was going to get the rights to do Avatar, and because the Blue People Avatar was coming out at the same time, and now it's like, who even cares? There's only one Avatar that counts, and it's Avatar: The Last Airbender. Nobody gives a shit about your Blue People.
The Avatar was the only
I forgot. Oh, every single time they say Avatar, my like skin crawls. Book 1, Water, the only book you're gonna get. It's actually pretty like clear on the introduction. Like, okay, you're like Katara, solid, cool, sucker, and she introduced by, you know, getting drenched. And then you get the forced, awkward mom line. Don't do that. They're so white. Why are they so white? Though I do enjoy seeing Jackson Rathbone. I mean, why would you stab open sheets of ice when you're in the middle of nowhere? I forgot that Dev Patel was Zuko, which is an interesting decision in terms of, you know, the entire ethnicity of the Fire Nation. I do love me some Dev Patel. Like, at least he can act. Sorry, Jackson. I mean, you try your best, and, you know, you're a fun dude. You're a swell guy. Props to the casting, because Aang actually looks like how I imagine him. Also, though, Aang kind of looks like Miranda Cosgrove with a shaved head. Look, Zuko works really well as a cartoon because, I mean, he's a cartoon. Like, you know, he gets to be, like, really, really expressive. And I just feel like it's not translating that well to having live action. Is she perving on him?
See, it wasn't very smart. I was just upset. Thanks for
wow, the acting is just so bad. Look, there's child actors, and then there's just letting child actors not have any inflection. Like, direct them better.
The Fire Nation is here.
What?
And they brought their machines.
Okay, Fire Nation with their machines. We get it, machines. We don't rise to the machines. Oh, didn't do the ponytail. Interesting. Just went straight for the boy band haircut. There's some interesting eyeliner going on there. Okay, seriously? Okay, if you're gonna scar somebody's face, at least scar it so it's visible. Yes, I am watching this on my phone, so it's a tiny screen. But you should be able to see his scar. It's meant to be, like, not only symbolic, but it's also meant to be, like, visually, that's, like, the first thing you see about him. I do kind of like how they've done the arrow. Like, I do like that it's a little bit more intricate. It actually looks more like a tattoo. Oh, I forgot they changed how firebending works. That there has to be actual fire there for you to be able to bend it, which is actually super dumb. Like, I don't like that they gave the Fire Nation, who seems like the most aggressive nation, like a handicap. Okay, so in the original series, I'm pretty sure there's only maybe like a 2-year difference between Katara and Sokka, and I'm just so confused by the casting because she looks so young. She's like 12, maybe 14, which is accurate. That's the age that she's supposed to be. However, having Jackson Rathbone, who at this time is probably like 25, being her brother, it means that, like, there's less weight to him listening to her. Why would you listen? If you're almost 10 years older than your sister and she's like, we need to do this, you'd be like, you're a child, be quiet.
My name is Iro.
Oh, his name is Iro. Oh,
That little boy might be the Avatar.
she said Avatar correctly. Exposition, exposition, exposition. Welcome to exposition. Jackson Rathbone always looks like he's about to cry. Like, he literally looks like he's just on the verge of tears at all times. And that's exactly how I imagine the Fire Nation ship's looking. Woo, his glider! Zuko just standing there looking like an idiot is true to form. I forgot that she says Ong. Fuck me. The acting, subpar. The costuming, though, I'm actually really happy with this because it looks like the cartoons, but they've also just managed to, like, distress it and make it just a little bit more real. Also, like, the sets are actually really quite lovingly put together. Can you imagine how powerful this scene would be if this kid could actually act? If monks aren't allowed to have sex, how are there so many airbending children? Sorry, did she just say soaker? No, I'm sorry, I draw the line. Soaker? Like you're gonna soak a tea bag in some water? I get it. Sometimes they say soccer, sometimes they say soccer. But soaker? That's like so much worse. Pick a fucking name! Soaker. No. Exposition, exposition, exposition. You know when there's like a really, really terrible movie? It's just so bad. And everyone kind of knows that it's bad, so they don't really, like... The acting is terrible. And then there's like that one actor that nobody else is told that they're doing like subpar acting. And he just like commits. He's just like going all in, so he ends up looking like an idiot. Like, if you've ever seen Xavier Samuel in Bait, that's exactly what happens. Everyone else is like, this is a trash movie, we'll do trash acting. And then he's just like... I am committed, this is the rawest thing. So he ends up looking like an idiot. I feel like this is what's going to happen to Dev Patel. He's just going to commit too hard and everyone else is going to be here. He just found out that his entire race has been, like, annihilated. And she's like, are you okay? Why would you be?
Are you the Avatar, Ong?
Oh, that is the single most upsetting line I've heard in this entire film so far. Are you the Avatar, Ong? You don't know that. That's just some random child. Why would you be like, they look safe, I'm gonna run over to them? Is that a wig or his hair? Okay, they're all earthbenders. I mean, it's forbidden, but they're literally in a compound of earth. Like, at least on their ship when they were in prison, there was no earth. So that made sense that they were like, run down, they didn't have anything, and now it's like, you are literally in a dirt compound. Who thought this through?
And they sent their machines. Huge machines made...
Everyone loves these machines.
If we were in prison.
You're in a prison made of earth and you're an earthbender and the fucking Fire Nation can't bend anything without a flame being there.
Earthbender!
Speed!
There's earth right beneath your feet.
If he was here, he would protect us.
Okay, seriously, did they just put out a casting call for people who couldn't act?
I'm the Avatar.
Why does Jackson Rathbone look surprised? He knows this.
Leave him alone!
Oh, Katara, you're like 12. Why is there so much, like, dancing before an airbender move? Like, I get that it's an extension of movement, but do you really need, like, 6 minutes of interpretive dance before one little puff of fire? Just needed, like, one rousing speech from a 12-year-old to all rally together, even though they've just been, what, sitting in mud for 100 years? I feel like this could be renamed Step Up 6 The Elements, because the amount of like dance troupe action that they got going on.
Avatar, Kyoshi, loves games.
I do too.
Oh, that's your point of connection?
I asked them.
That's what I said!
Villages on the way.
Stop saying the word villages!
Villages.
It's like 6 times in like a paragraph. All Sokka cares about is the villagers. The machines and the villagers. They're his only interest. You're literally just sticking up a wanted poster so that the Fire Nation can find him easier. Like, why would you do that? So much dancing and nothing's happening. Sorry, every single time that she says Sokka, a part of me dies. Oh, I forgot that he's the Fire Lord. Look, I can't take him seriously because he was in Whale Rider. He doesn't look like the sort of person who'd be able to rip your soul out. Isn't that guy Maori?
Of your absence, Avatar.
See, he's saying Avatar, and it's like there's no consistency in the language. Are you saying Avatar or are you saying Avatar? Are you saying Aang or are you saying Ung? Are you saying Iro or Iroh? Like, the only name that they haven't fucked up is Katara. Like, far out. Sokka. Okay, I've got a bit of a query. Because the TV show Avatar is actually really fun. Like, it's made in like a child way, but it also has like quite a bit of like serious content that they slip in through it. Yes, it's becoming realistic and stuff, but I feel like they've taken all of the humor out of it. Aang's supposed to be a child, and instead he's just full of all this like turmoil and guilt. Also, you've taken your comic relief character, who, yes, is a beautiful story arc and is quite like grounded and worried and, you know, damaged because his father left him in this war-torn, dying land. But like, let your comic relief character be funny. Oh my gosh, Blue Spirit. Actually, like, I can't see because the screen is too dark. Did Zuko actually hang those people? Or did he just, like, string them up by their hands? Or are they dead? Zuko's the Blue Spirit. If you didn't know it, sorry. Spoiler. If you're wondering why I'm being so quiet, it's because this is the first battle scene, which is actually interesting. And it has appropriate music as well. Like, I feel like this is appropriate fight music. Some cool shots. We're actually getting to see some bending without all the dumb dance moves. Plus, Zuko's just stabbing a whole bunch of people. I mean, I'm always for stabbing a whole bunch of people. Don't leave him! No! See, this is a proper fight. This is what I wanted. Yeah, 100%. This was like the best sequence in the whole movie so far because the action is interesting. You get the big reveal where he's like, oh my gosh, what? Zuko? Also just, I feel like a lot of it was reminiscent of the actual TV show, which I feel like people wanted. Like, you want a little bit of like, maybe character growth and things, but it's something so beloved. You don't want to be changing things. Also, Aang didn't actually have to speak any lines, which I feel like helped. The kid who plays Aang is kind of like Keanu Reeves. Like, he's a great actor until he speaks. And just all of his lines have the same delivery. There's no emotional, what are you doing? You can't even see his scar. Like, so dumb. Also, are they not going to have the conversation? I love that conversation. Just so people know, in case they think that I'm highly obsessed, I think I actually only ever watched Avatar once all the way through. I mean, it's amazing and I love it. I just remember a lot of shit. I'm the girl who remembers stuff. I just remember too much. Ozai would have been way more scary if all we'd seen until like the third book was just his ring, that like beautiful bedazzled cuff, and just the back of his head. That would have been so much better. I don't like how Uncle Iroh in this is like thin and lean. Like, I feel like so much a part of him is the fact that he seems so unassuming because he's short and he's chubby. And then by having him now this like tall, lean, warrior looking guy, I feel like you lose a lot of the surprise of finding out that he's actually like a great power, but he chooses not to be an aggressor. It would be so cold. Like, as an Australian, this is way too cold.
It is my strong belief that he is traveling to the Northern Water Tribe. I believe the child Avatar has only knowledge of his birth element air. I believe he is trying to...
He believes a lot of things. The different cities and towns that we see throughout Avatar are so clever because it shows like how colonization affects different things. Like, some have just sort of walled themselves off and they've sort of tried to focus on their strengths and to hold on to tradition, which I think you see a lot with the Northern Water Tribe as opposed to like the Southern Water Tribe, where they've just been like pillaged. There's like nobody left. And then you see like the Earth Kingdom, where there's some cities who are strongholds like Ba Sing Se, and then there's the poor communities and villages that we saw where they're just like dirt and mud. All the things that they could use, but they didn't. It's just really well thought out to show those different things. God, that girl's beautiful.
Brother and the princess became friends right away.
Friends. I'm happy with UA. That's pretty much exactly how I saw UA. I think I was talking about something really profound and then I got distracted by a pretty girl, so... He just did like 5 flips in a row. Just, why? Seriously, the costuming and then these beautiful like pillars. That whole shot of just walking through the thing, that is gorgeous. And then just the people. I just don't feel like he's menacing enough. Ugh.
Water is what?
The flowing element. The element
I
of
just said liquid.
Oh, you haven't sparred in a few days.
You haven't sparred in a few days. Isn't he the Avatar? Isn't he supposed to get like more lessons than anybody else? Just send him off to war with a little starter pack of knowledge. Okay, I don't like the dancey moves. I really don't. But the kid that they've got to play Aang, he actually does have a really good sense of movement, especially with his wrists and his fingers. I just wish I didn't have to watch them, because I feel like if you cut out all the dance movements, or at least shorten them, the movie would probably be like 25 minutes shorter.
Ba Sing Se won't be held against you. Your son died.
Oh my gosh, did they just shoo in that his son died? For goodness sakes.
Yes, he did.
Influences on your nephew burning to death in that terrible accident.
That's the most insincere apology I've ever heard. Like, condolences on your nephew burning to death. It would be so cold and he's in a tunic.
But I want you.
Fuck, he's so awkward.
My Grim.
Maybe the reason why they didn't shave Zuko's head and give him the ponytail is because his ears would just be like full Tale of Despero if they did. Like, it'd just be too obvious. This is a nice, like, scene mixed with music and light. Like, this is quite beautiful. It just maybe doesn't belong in a movie that obviously is already struggling to fit everything in. Or at least, like, savor it for one moment, like one really, really special moment. I feel like they've had a few of these scenes, and while I think it's really important to see Aang and Katara doing this together, now I'm saying Aang, like, doing it together, and the moment with the ash is really important as well. Like, if you're struggling to fit everything in, maybe just save it. Every single line that he has said in this movie, he looks like he's about to cry. Is he wearing fingerless gloves in the ice water? Why? Like, I get aesthetic, but also just... Wait, how is he doing that if he can't... How is he doing that if without a fire, seeing as they've just established that benders can't produce heat without an existing plane? Cool. Like, Zuko, actually, he's not a very good firebender. Like, Uncle Iroh makes him better, but the point is that he has to really, really work at being any good. So, the fact that they've made him special to be able to do that, I'm like, why?
You have to meditate for long periods of time without losing focus.
Why? How would they know if you were meditating or not? Without losing focus, I should be allowed to just think about whatever I want. Maybe I'm planning out like a whole little story. Maybe I'm imagining music videos in my head. I don't know. But like, you can't tell. He's just said that he needs to focus. Why are you talking to him?
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. I want you to know that I shipped Zutara. Like, she ended up with Aang, it's fine, I'm happy. But I always shipped her with Zuko. And there was only a 2-year difference between them. However, looking at this now, where Dev Patel is like, probably like mid-20s, and that is like a 14-year-old girl, it's so uncomfortable. Like, I can't ship them anymore, and this is sad. This was like one of the scenes where I was like, I love you, get together immediately. Your love interest.
My name is Katara, and I'm the only waterbender left in the Southern Water Tribe.
Why would you introduce yourself like that? Just exposition. That age difference is super awkward.
I'm not allowed to go home without him.
That's such a soft moment between them. I feel like everybody in this city is inappropriately dressed, considering the entire thing is made out of ice. That CGI water is... I remember this and being like, this is the first fight where it feels like it's got the humor right. Yeah, okay, this is my favorite fight. The silence, the sneaking. Zuko's like stance of being just like angry and prowling around, and Aang just being like cheeky with misdirection. This here of him hiding behind him is so in character. I love it. And they're not even bending, they're just brawling. See, this is the characters that I love. Just literally just like fisticuffs, lots of no spinning, just like strangling each other on the floor.
Calm down. You'll find him.
I feel like Katara should be more worried. Surely Sokka should be the one who's telling her to calm down. Yeah, honestly, it's like Miranda Cosgrove with a shaved head.
We could be friends, you know.
The pouty little, we could be friends. She was such an angry dick. There seems to be a lot of people running around with not much to do right now. Like, in the background, people are running, but they're not actually, like, fighting anyone. Stop making Zuko special for no reason. He's special to me, but also, like, he's supposed to be bad at this. Whoa. I feel like Kill Bill sirens should be playing right now. What is happening? Wait, so he doesn't need flame either? Who actually needs this? Oh, I do like the shot of the angel and devil on the shoulder. They had like one scene together. It's a little bit of a Disney fast pass on the whole relationship.
Walk away. Come.
I feel like that would have hit a lot better if it was somebody who was chubby and short. I like my chubby short Uncle Iroh. I feel like he's just gonna trip on that. Why would you put that there? I'd laugh if he was defeated by his own coat. Whoa. I can't believe Nickelodeon let them do that. Because it being animation's one thing, but also like, it's a dead body that just fell onto the ground. I am enjoying all of the flashbacks with the air nomads. Like, I feel like this sort of unspoken thing of like laughing, music, it says so much more than when they've got the clunky backstory dialogue. Aang's story is actually so sad. Like, everyone that he knows is dead from like genocide. It's really sad. So he's gonna dance about it through interpretive movements that do absolutely nothing to the ocean. Oh, we got the glow happening. More interpretive dance, soaring instrumentals. They're all smiling, but wouldn't you be a little bit more concerned that thing's gonna slam down and just indiscriminately kill everyone? See, you should have left when you did. Sometimes you just gotta know when to leave the party. Is he gonna drop this thing? Or is it just like a show of force? Oh, what? Come on, at least follow through and kill some people. I know that's not what the show's about, but also, like, the waterbenders just killed Admiral Zhao. Like, Zhao? I don't know. I'm too Australian to say these names.
Huh?
We get married and have 3 children. Sokka's ponytail is way too long. Who taught him to undercut? Seriously.
She to be their avatar on.
She said Avatar. Decide. Like, Faceless Villagers all doing that is not that emotional. But, like, Sokka and Katara getting down and bowing to, that actually would feel really strange. Fancy bow. Fancy, fancy. Is that the end? Oh. Ending it with the introduction of Azula is actually pretty good. See, nobody should ever be a writer, producer, and director. That's just surefire way for things to be fucked up. You need to have other people around to tell you, this probably would be a good idea. When you see somebody is an actor, producer, writer, and director on a movie, you should be a little bit concerned. Unless that person's Ben Stiller, because he seems to do a pretty good job of doing it just by himself. Okay, and with that, we are done. I hope you enjoyed that. If it's taught me anything, it's that just watch the series. Just watch it. It's so much better than what you would get if you were doing this. If you would like to like this video, please do. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be amazing, so we can hang out twice a week and, you know, make each other laugh. Thank you very much for watching. Chamo.
Oh shit.
I did nails to kind of be like a book 1 sort of vibe, you know, with my waterbending. So enjoy those. I did try.